Hi, Catherine. Have you heard about the Falkland War before?
Hello, Steve. No, I have not. Who was it between?
Falklands War, also known as the Falklands Conflict, was the 1982 war between Argentina and the United Kingdom.
Wow, such great powers. Where exactly are the Falkland Islands?
The Falkland Islands lie in a position 480 miles northeast of Cape Horn, 300 miles from South America, and 7,000 miles from Britain.
When did the Falkland War take place?
The Falkland War began on April 2nd, 1982, when Argentine troops landed in the Falkland Islands. Fighting ended on June 14th, following the surrender of Argentine forces.
That is so interesting. Why did this war break out?
Come, Catherine. I will now show you a video which will explain to you exactly why the Falkland War started.
The conflict was the result of a protracted historical confrontation regarding the authority of the islands. Argentina has asserted that the Falkland Islands are Argentinian territory since the 19th century and, as of 2012, shows no sign of relinquishing the claim. The claim was also added to the Argentine constitution after its reformation in 1994. As such, the Argentine government characterized their initial invasion on the Falkland Islands as the reoccupation of its own territory. In March 1982, Argentinians landed on the British territory, namely Saint Georgia, and raised the Argentinian flag. This was the base for the old and defunct whaling station, and this gesture seemed to be opposing to the Britishers. British said that what the Argentines did was illegal under international law. In April 1982, Argentine military forces landed on the Falkland Islands and mainly occupied them. Despite American intervention at a diplomatic level, the Argentine military junta refused to take their men off the island. To the Britishers, this would be the standard British explanation as to why the war started: the illegal occupation of the Falkland Islands by the Argentine military and the refusal of the Argentine government to remove their men from the Falkland Islands. Meanwhile, in Argentina, the move into the Falklands had a different slant. The Argentine junta argued that Argentina had long claimed these islands as part of its own territory and that the British occupation of the islands was a throwback to the days of the British Empire. They argued that Britain had used its military might, especially its navy, to take land which simply did not belong to London. The argument held by Argentina was that the islands, being only 200 miles from the mainland, belonged to the city of the only importance, Argentina.
Wow. Steve, that was so interesting. How long did this war last for?
Not very long, only for around 74 days. However, Britain lost a total number of 255 soldiers and Argentina lost around 635 soldiers. It was quite a gruesome war.
Oh, what about their equipments?
Britain lost 2 destroyers, 2 frigates, 2 landing craft, 1 mixed cargo, 10 Harriers and 23 helicopters, and Argentina lost 109 aircrafts, 1 submarine and 1 cruiser.
But these are all short-term consequences. Were there none long-term consequences?
Of course there were. Come, Catherine. I will now show you a video to help you understand the long-term consequences of this war.
Diplomatic relations between the UK and Argentina were not restored until 1989. The Falkland Islands remained a self-governing British overseas territory, but shortly after the war, the Britishers granted the islanders British citizenship, strengthening the link between the islanders and UK. The Falkland Wars affected other countries as well. The United States' reputation in parts of Latin America was damaged because of the perception that it had broken the Rio Treaty by providing the UK with military supplies. While South American governments publicly supported Argentina in its conflict with Great Britain, in private many governments were pleased with the outcome of the war. Brazilian military analysts worried about the problems of having a successful and belligerent Argentina as a neighbor.